Alrighty, we're going to talk about direct variation today. Direct variation are just represented by linear functions, but they're even simpler than what we just dealt with because they're in this form. Y equals kx. I'd encourage you to write that down. Now k cannot equal x, or that would be x times x squared. So they're just lines, but notice the y-intercept is 0. So they have to cross right through the origin. So a simple way to think of this, direct variation is x goes up, hey, y goes up. As x goes down, y goes down, right? They're doing the same thing. When you graph them, you get a nice straight line that goes through the origin. So again, this is basically just the equation of a line. Y equals kx. Notice what k would be? Well, that is the slope, right? Oh, that's what we're looking at with variation. Just simple linear equations. Let's look at a couple examples. Looking at a graph here, determine whether y varies directly with x. Well, what do you look for? Is it a line? Yes, it is. Does it go through the origin? Yes, it does. If so, it's direct variation. Okay, so now they say, what's the constant of variation? Well, you're just looking for the slope. So a couple ways we could do that. Let's just look at rise over and let's just count. It goes down, I'm just looking from the origin, it goes down 1, over 2 it looks like. So that would be, right, so down 1 over 2, so a slope of -1/2 it looks like. And then of course making the equation. So it looks like letter A would be a winner there. Does that make sense? Again, if it crossed anywhere except the origin, it's not direct variation, and it's got to be a line. So not too bad. How about something like this? Y varies directly with x. Okay, so they're telling us y equals kx is true. If x is 15 when y is 25, what is x when y is 10? Now there's a couple different ways you could do this. If y equals kx, then you know that k equals y over x, right? So let's plug things in. Y is 25 over 15, and you could find that and you could basically find the slope, but you know that the slope has to be the same for both of these. So this one would be 10 over x, and so we know that 25 over 15 has to equal 10 over x. So you can just save a step. You don't even need to know what k is because you know these ratios are the same, and now you can cross multiply and solve. So we'd have 25x equals 150, right? 25 times x, 15 times 10. Now divide your 25 over, and x is what, 6? Hey, not too bad. Now this is a short video, but I really feel like as you go through this lesson, they're going to throw some word problems, some different situations, but they're really pretty straightforward. Just think about them. It's direct variation, whether it's paychecks or buying gas or whatever. So think your way through them. Of course, if you have questions, reach out to me, but I hope you'll find it's not too bad.